Hello there, my name's Chris. I'm an independent careers advisor with CXK, and I spend my days supporting young people across Kent and Medway and sometimes as far as East Sussex with their ideas for the future. Now, this little video is to help explain what a careers guidance session is. So, what is careers guidance? Careers guidance is basically supporting you with your ideas for the future and your next steps, depending whatever your issues and needs might be at that time. Now, that means basically the sessions are built around what you want to look at and what you want to do. Careers advisors are not teachers. We're qualified careers professionals, and we're all members of the CDI, which is the Career Development Institute, which is what this badge means. And we're all qualified to support you with your next steps and to help you. And we've trained to work in very careful ways to support you. So, this is how we work. Whether you see us in a big school or a little school, a grammar school or an independent school, a college or a specialist provision, we all work the same way. So ultimately, we are trained very carefully not to tell you what to do. It's your decision about what you want to do with your life. And we've got no hidden agenda, so we're not there to push you down or steer you down any particular kind of pathway. We're just there to help you. So when we're asking you questions, it's just because we don't want you to miss out on any opportunities. It's not because we've got a secret agenda or anything like that. The other bit is that we're non-judgmental. So whatever you want to look at and wherever you are with your ideas, it's absolutely fine. So if you're lost, a little bit confused and not sure what you want to do, it's absolutely okay. We're there to walk alongside you to help you figure out your next steps. It's also confidential. Now, what that means is that what we talk about just stays with us. So if you come to a career session and you say, oh, you know what, Chris, I don't really like my teachers, or I don't really like that particular subject, we're not going to go back and tell them, because what we talk about just stays with us. Now, there are a couple of exceptions when we have to break confidentiality. The most important one is if you tell us anything that affects health and safety, affecting you or anyone else, in which case we'll have to let the designated safeguarding lead know at your school and at CXK to make sure you and anyone else involved were safe. The other bit is that when we're doing careers guidance sessions, we produce what are called action plans, which are notes about the ideas or thoughts or your next steps or things that you might need to research. Now, the action plans can look loads of different ways and in loads of different formats, but ultimately what we'd like to do is to share those with your school or your college to help you with your next steps with your permission. Now, if you don't want to share those are absolutely fine. We're not going to make you, because they're your notes for your next steps and what you want to do. In terms of the career sessions themselves, you'll find that some schools and colleges might call them interviews. We actually call them career sessions because we're not actually interviewing you. Now, depending on your school or your college, the actual length of the sessions and the type of sessions you'll have access to will vary. Now, our average sessions are around about 45 minutes in length for a one-to-one appointment with myself or one of my team. We also, however, do 30-minute appointments. Now, these are in those sort of settings where, to meet the needs of the young people that we're working with, doing those shorter sessions work. So, for example, if you've got ADHD, which I have, having a shorter session is sometimes better than having a longer session. So to have several short sessions will get you to where you want to be, rather than having to try and cope with that longer session. So we believe in working to your needs to make sure that you're okay and you're comfortable in terms of how we're working. And that's really important to us, which is why we also offer that. We also offer group guidance appointments, and that's, for example, where you'll meet with maybe 3 other students and you're all organised into what we call occupational areas. So, for example, if you want to be like a hairdresser or something, you'll meet with 3 other students who also want to be hairdressers, and we'll meet for about an hour. We'll talk about your ideas and actually provide the guidance by learning from each other and building up your next steps to what you want to do. And that's called group guidance. And in many of those schools and colleges where we provide group guidance, we also follow those sessions up with more one-to-one guidance. So if you need that extra help, it's absolutely available. Now, I hope you found this video helpful in terms of helping to explain what careers guidance is and what the careers guidance appointments are like. So the most important thing is we're not going to judge you. They're a safe place to talk about your ideas, and we're just there to walk alongside you as you're trying to figure out your next steps, whatever those might be. So whether you're stuck in terms of considering whether university or to not go to university, whether to do an apprenticeship, whether to go to college, whether to go to sixth form, you're just unsure about where you're heading in the future, you're not quite sure what's important to you, maybe you're a bit worried about kind of where you are at the moment in terms of thinking about things, we're going to be there to help you and support you and walk alongside you, because for us, your mental health and your well-being is the most important thing. We don't have any hidden agendas. We're just there to help you, to get you to where you want to be so you feel safe and able to thrive. Okay, I hope you found this little video helpful, and I wish you all the best for the future. Take care.